What's up guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 exotic armor review video. Obviously a lot of original Destiny 2 exotics have been upgraded, and I did want to go over one of the new hunter chest pieces that I really enjoy now. It is the Dragon's Shadow. Let's just quickly go over the perks. So it comes with Wraith Metal Mail, dodging and reloads all weapons and increases both movement and weapon handling speeds for a brief time. I do want to delve into a little summary, my thoughts on the perk. So Wraith Metal Mail, so it does three things, right? Number one, dodging reloads all weapons. So using Marksman's dodge is kind of pointless, so I highly recommend using Gambler's dodge for the hunter, like under the subclass trees and all that great stuff. And try to get your melee back whenever you can. Obviously, like when you dodge with the, I would say Gambler's dodge, it allows you to get your melee back if you're near people, so it kind of works out a little bit. Number two, it increases your movement speed. It boosts your mobility stat by +5, so there's no need to have a mobility stat higher than 5. I was personally rocking a 4, so it bumped mine up to 9, so it was pretty solid. And the third thing it does, handling speed is increased for all weapons. So if you're using lower handling weapons, they become pretty quick and crispy, and if you have higher handling weapons, like they basically gain like quick draw and like super fast reload. Like, it's pretty insane. So this exotic does 3 things in one. PvE wise, I don't have any footage, but I can say it wouldn't be too viable. Yes, having the dodge give you reload on all your weapons and the potential to get your melee back is good for number 1, ad control, and number 2, DPS, like those 2 aspects. But there are a lot better hunter exotics to use for PvE activities. Obviously for the Night Stalker, like Orpheus Rig, having unlimited tethers. Obviously Raiden Flux for Arc Strider, so you can have a really long Arc Strider super. And obviously Celestial Nighthawk for the Golden Gun, so you can do a lot more DPS. PvP wise, in the Crucible, this thing has been improved so much. Like, I actually didn't think I was going to enjoy using it as much as I did, but I really liked it. Like, the build I was using essentially was the Way of the Warrior skill tree on the Arc Strider with Gambler's dodge. Essentially, when I dodged, my weapons would reload, get Deadly Reach to proc to get that melee at a further range, and if I was near someone, I would get my melee back, which gives me health back on kill just for that specific skill tree, and then once I got a kill, I would get my dodge back, plus having Combination Blow to have the extra melee damage, which makes it a 2-hit melee. Like, you can just rinse and repeat from there. So it's pretty interesting how this thing works. It can be used for weapons, obviously, when you reload and stuff like that, like if you need to. Plus having like the increased handling is probably pretty awesome, but it does work for those melee aspects as well. So I really enjoy the increased mobility as well, plus the handling, because I only had a 4 mobility stat, as I said, which would be increased to 9 when I dodged, so I was basically flying across the map. And I was also using the Sleeper Simulant, like just a forewarning in some of this gameplay that you'll see. And as we know, its handling speed is super low, right? So Wraith Metal Mail basically gave it like a mini quick draw, kind of like increasing the handling speed. You can aim a little faster, you know, so it kind of made it a little better, like for those low handling weapons, especially Sleeper. Finally, my ranking is a 10 out of 10. Overall, this is one of the higher tier hunter exotics to be using in the Crucible. It has a lot of viability, gives you 3 perks in one, and allows for a lot of interesting builds. My only question is that, can it compare to Wormhusk Crown? Obviously, everybody uses that thing to get their health back and whatnot, but I think this thing is up there with the top hunter exotics and can definitely compete. Alright guys, that's a review and my thoughts on the new updated 1.2.1 Hunter Exotic, the Dragon's Shadow. If you want to know how to support me, there'll be a link below. Say best way to support me. I'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to check that out, that'd be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, turn the notification bell next to subscribe if you want to be notified when I drop some new content on the channel, and then comment y'all want to see below. Again, making content for you, so wherever you want to see, I will try to get out there. Obviously, I have a lot of weapon reviews coming. I just masterworked my Sturm, my Graviton Lance, my Sweet Business, so you already know weapon reviews are on the way, which is pretty awesome. So also, there's a link for the Discord below if you want to join the Discord. That'd be awesome. There's no requirements. You don't have to be part of the clan or anything like that. So we just have some chats going basically about some upcoming games. Obviously Destiny 2 Forsaken, obviously like Division 2, Anthem, new games. We also have some voice chats where I actually just kind of like talk to people, maybe do a raid, maybe do Nightfall, some activities. And if you just want to talk to me, that'd be the best way to do that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.